What's going on, brothers? What is international passport? How's everyone doing? How's everyone, man? What's going on, bros? Type on one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Who's here? Type on one. Who's here? Type on one. Hola, Feme. What's up, bro? Anyone else here? Type on one if you can hear me loud and clear. How's the audio? How is the audio? We good? Awesome. Awesome. Nice. Okay. Let's get straight into it, brothers, right? Let's get straight to it, brothers. So, special announcements first. Please, throughout tonight, hit the super chats, like the video, like the stream. Show support to International Passport. That'd be greatly appreciated. And aside from that, brothers, please, 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 please join the Patreon, join the Diamond tier for intel about traveling women. And of course, you can join the Platinum tier on Patreon as well for a 10% body fat meal plan and training plan. And of course, the 6-month wifey tour consultation. If you're looking to find a girlfriend, the woman of your dreams, go on the Platinum tier. And of course, I can help you out with that. Okay. So let's get straight into it, right? The title of this live stream is I want an African and an Asian. Should passport bros start embracing polygamy? Now, this is going to be a very serious discussion. Okay. As you've known me for a while now, I've been mostly, pushing, a monogamous, lifestyle. Okay, find a good woman, wife her up, etc., etc. However, okay, over time, I've come to admit that polygamy could be the way forward for passport bros, and I'll tell you why now. Listen, I'm not talking about being on some Genghis Khan ish, right? I'm just speaking about from a biological perspective and from a preference perspective. Is polygamy, where two women are committed to one man only, or multiple women are committed to one man only, and a man has multiple women? Is that actually how how we should be going about doing things? Now, again, you may be monogamous or polygamous. That's entirely up to you. But I kind of see why dudes have multiple women, and I'll give you an example, right? So, me personally, right? You should know me by now. I'm more interested in two groups of women. That's Black women and Asian women. And you know, and I'll be honest with you, right, brothers, right? I'm caught in two minds, and this will probably be a separate stream. My brain is pushing me more towards Black women, okay, but my heart is pushing me more towards Asian women. These are my preferences. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm not into white women. I'm just not. I have zero interest in white chicks. If I'm honest with you, brothers. Okay, so based on that, right now, based on my preferences, most men will think about, hey, you got to pick one, whether it's a Black woman or an Asian woman. You got to pick one. You got to pick one. And I'll be honest with you, like, why should men pick one? Because like if you like things like there are pros and cons in going with your brain and going with your heart. Okay, so there's still there are many pros with going with a Black woman. You're gonna have Black kids that look like you, similar culture, similar background. She understands you, she gets you. Okay, there are many benefits in being with a Black woman, but you as a man know that you probably like Asian women slightly more than black women. Okay. But you understand that having black kids, being with a black woman makes more sense than being with a non-black woman. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay. However, right, you know, based on that situation, most men are probably told, hey, pick one, go with your heart or go with your brain. Okay. But then you say to yourself, why do I need to pick one group of women? If you like black women and Asian women, why can't you have a black girlfriend and an Asian girlfriend? Just think about it. Okay. And that's where polygamy comes in. And this is where our movement comes in as well as passport bros. Can you do it, is polygamy worth it in 2026? Can you actually can most passport bros get away with polygamy? How would that work? Now, I'll be honest with you, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm becoming more open towards, having multiple girlfriends. And 5 years ago, I would never have said this. I see the vision. I see why Muslims have multiple wives. I see it because there are so many benefits, right, in having multiple girlfriends. So how about we talk about it from a, biological perspective? Let's say, right, you are, an older man. Let's say you're 40, 42, okay? And you like African women and you like black women, right? Okay. Now 42, and let's say you want to have a kid, okay? Now it actually kind of makes sense to impregnate multiple women at once. Because if you have a kid with one woman, right, it may take her 5 years for a second kid. And listen, you ain't even got to be 42. You can be younger than 42, right? Having one woman and that one woman popping out kids for you every 3 years, every 5 years may not be ideal for you. But if multiple women are pregnant for you, let's say you have 3 girlfriends, right? And they all have your children, you're gonna have 3 kids at once. You're gonna have 3 kids at once, bro. Polygamy, I'm becoming more, I'm seeing the vision here. I'm seeing why Muslims do what they do. I'm seeing why polygamy is something that's popular in Africa, right? And certain Middle Eastern countries. It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. And then you look at the Bible, the Quran, right? In the Bible, men have had multiple women. Polygamy was a big thing in the Bible, and it's been a big thing in history. Why did we as men turn our back against polygamy? Just think about it. Okay. Now, as a passport bro, personally, I feel like polygamy is very hard to do in the Western countries because I believe that for polygamy to work, efficiently and properly, you need to have money. Can you be a polygamous man in America? Yes, yes, you can if you're a millionaire. But if you're a normal dude, why would a chick want to share you with other chicks? If you're a normal dude. In fact, most women, right, are probably against polygamy, but they would actually, probably let it through if you're a rich guy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You can't do polygamy in Canada. You can't do it in America or in the UK unless you are a rich dude that's got it made and you're probably, top 1% in looks. But can you do polygamy in a foreign country? Absolutely. Can you do polygamy in a foreign country? Just think about it. Think about it for a second, right? It's much easier to do polygamy in Africa. Africa is a cheaper economy, smaller economy. Imagine doing polygamy in Uganda and your dollars go really far. You could have like 5 girlfriends and they're having kids for you at once. Life is complete, bro. Like, do you bro see the vision here? Do you see the vision? Do you see what I'm talking about here? Right? Can you do polygamy in the Philippines? Absolutely, bro. The pound and the dollar stretches far. Right? For me, right, polygamy can only work as a passport, bro, if you do it in poorer countries. You can't do polygamy in Sweden. You can't do polygamy in Norway Are you out your mind? And especially in these feminist countries. But polygamy is a lot more accepted in Africa. And you know what? You know what's funny, right? It's funny how everything is leading towards Africa, bro. And I really feel like Africa is probably, you know, the key continent that Passport Bro should be focusing on. Africa and Southeast Asia. I don't know if polygamy is a big thing in Southeast Asia. Let me know in the chat. Is polygamy a big thing in Thailand, in the Philippines, and Vietnam? I don't know. I don't think it is. But in Africa, definitely. Oh yeah. In Middle East, definitely. Oh yeah. Right? In Japan, it's not. Listen, you can't do polygamy in Japan or South Korea or Taiwan. Notice how like the richer a country is, the more barriers there is towards passport bros. I'm gonna keep her a buck. Passport bros are more effective, and this sounds really messed up, right? But passport bros are more effective in poorer countries. I'm gonna keep it real this time, bro. Ain't no capping, in the fourth quarter of 2026. Ain't no capping over here, bro. Passport bros are more effective in poorer countries. And I know that sounds messed up, but I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. I'm just keeping it true, right? So bearing that in mind right now, okay, knowing my preference is African and Asian, right? I need to try and find out a system where I can have an African girlfriend and an Asian girlfriend, and they're both happy sharing me. These are two women that are committed to me. I'm gonna keep it real, right? Obviously, like, you know, that's how it works in a polygamous relationship. The two chicks, right, are not looking for other dudes or being with other dudes. That's some cuckold nonsense. We don't do that. Those two chicks are loyal towards me. And if you're a dude that's on that polygamous time as well, they're loyal towards you. Okay? And you can have multiple girlfriends. Right? Especially if you're a guy like you like Asian women, you like black women, you like white women. Okay? And you say to yourself, right, I can't pick one. I can't pick one. If you can't pick one group of women, right, you may as well go polygamous. If you can't pick one group of women, you may as well go polygamous. And you probably will become successful doing polygamy in poorer countries. So let's break it down, right? Let's say you're a passport bro. You like African women. You like Asian women. You like Latina women. You like white women. Here are countries where I feel like for each racial group of women, polygamy is probably something, or you can find a woman there that will be open towards polygamy. For an African woman, that would be Uganda, right? Uganda, I heard, is quite big for polygamy. Ghana, right? Angola, okay? Then you have like for Latinas, I don't know too much about Latinas and polygamy. I've heard that Brazilian women are not for polygamy, bro. I've heard that. So probably have to rule out Brazil. Probably rule out Panama too. In fact, I don't feel like you can do polygamy in Latin America. So I don't have much intel on that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like Latin women do not want to share their man with any other woman. I'm gonna keep it real. But guess what? If you have that money, right? This is what I'm saying. Like passport bros are more effective in poorer countries. So what's a poor Latin American country? Let me think. Peru, right? I feel like you can probably find a Peruvian chick, right, that will be happy to have you because you have money, blah blah blah, and she'll share you with other chicks. Okay. Then you have like white woman. Okay, you can't do polygamy with a British girl or an American white chick or a Swedish white chick. You probably could do it in Eastern European countries. Probably Romania, possibly. Then again, when it comes to white women, I don't think white women allow or are for polygamy. Okay. Then you have Asian women. And this is just me keeping it real here. You can't do polygamy in Japan. You can't do polygamy in Taiwan. You can't do polygamy in China. Nah, Their culture, polygamy is not a thing, bro. They are very monogamous. So you then have to look southeast. Can you do polygamy in the Philippines? Can you do polygamy in flipping, in Vietnam? Possibly, because these are poorer countries. The poorer country is, the more leeway you have them. Listen, I know this sounds so messed up, right? I'm gonna keep it, but I'm just keep it real. When you give money to women, right? When you give women comfortable corporate jobs, when you give chicks, money, right, and the ability to earn like men, it's hard to date them. I'll be real with you. It's harder. But when you go to poorer economies and you bring your currencies, you have a different status where women know that being with you could change their life forever. Easily. Easily, right? Poorer countries make it easier to be a passport bro. I'm just keeping it real. Okay? So Vietnam, Philippines, poorer than Japan and Taiwan, it's possible you can do polygamy. But again, I don't know that intel. Okay. Now another question to add here, right, is that let's say you have successfully got an African girlfriend, Asian girlfriend, Latina girlfriend, right? And they're all committed to you. Okay. How are you gonna actually see them? Are you gonna move all your girlfriends to one country? It's possible. Or are you going to travel between Africa, Asia, Latin America? That'd be quite expensive, bro. Unless you are a high earning tech bro. If you're earning 10K a month, right? These trips will be nothing to you, bro. Nothing. Nothing, bro. I'll keep up real with you. Unless you're a high earning tech worker, you know, um, it probably, is possible. But most brothers aren't. You know, being polygamous can become very expensive, right? And there may be expectations where you have to send money to your chicks in these poorer countries, or they want to see you, right? So I feel like if you're going to do it successfully, you probably have to move all your girlfriends to a country where you can see them all the time. Move them into your apartment. And there's a reason why I'm saying, like, hey, don't buy a property in the West. If you really want to do this passport bro stuff, right, find out where you want to make your cultural base. Listen to me. Like over the past week or so, past 2 weeks, right, I've spoke about having a commercial base and a cultural base. Your cultural base should be a base where you like living there. And if it's possible, you can buy a property there. And if it's possible, you move all your girlfriends to your cultural base. Let's break it down, right? Perhaps Ghana will be your cultural base, right? Property in Ghana is much more cheaper than in America and in the UK. So you buy a condo or a house in Ghana. You have an African girlfriend, you move her from Ethiopia to Accra. You have a Filipina girlfriend, move her from Philippines to Accra. They're living in your spot. You got two girlfriends popping out kids for you, right? Because traveling to their continents here and there, it's possible, but how are you going to schedule that? Would that be 2 weeks in Asia, 2 weeks in Africa, then leave them for 2 weeks and come out for 2 weeks? That'd be very tiring. Okay, so this polygamous lifestyle, right, can become very tricky, and you got to figure out logistics as well. Especially like, let's say you meet two women that actually like you and they agree to polygamy. Okay, how are you going to live with them? Will it be long distance? Will it be, um, traveling to spots once a month, twice a month? You got to think about that. Like you have to think about all these things. But bearing that in mind, right, I do see how important, I see why men have multiple girlfriends. I do. I do. And if you're a man that likes multiple races of women, okay, then it makes sense. Why would you want to pick just one race of chick? Why? Like, let's say you're a tech bro and then 10K a month. You got RSUs, you got stocks. Okay, you're making this money, and you're like, hey, I like black women, and I also like Asian women. You know, I can't choose between having just one girlfriend. I want to have a black girlfriend and an Asian girlfriend. It's possible, you know? So I feel like you need to have money to do this polygamy lifestyle. And it's probably easier to do in poor countries. It's possible to do in rich countries. It's very possible. It's very, very possible, brothers. It's very possible, but it'll be expensive, right? You definitely have to, you have to be a millionaire to do polygamy in the UK or in America or even in Sweden, bro. You got to be a millionaire unless you're a really good looking dude, bro. Unless you literally are a very high value dude, it's gonna be very hard. But in poorer countries, absolutely, bro, absolutely, right. I see the vision. I see the vision now. I get it. I absolutely get it. Now, are there some downsides in having multiple girlfriends? Of course there is. You never know if she's cheating on you because some women, right, will agree to it. And they're thinking, right, in the back of their minds, they're thinking, if you can have multiple girlfriends, why can't she have multiple boyfriends? That's some women think like that, bro, but they won't tell you. That's number one. Number two, you know, um, does she really love you? You know, she may be just saying it because she wants to, have your money and take your money, bro, and just lie to you and use you. Okay, like it's you never know of this thing, bro. But at the same time, right? Do women really love men? Let's keep it real. Do women really love men? You know, women give men children, men give women money. I'm just keeping a buck, bro. I'm just keeping a buck. I spend a bit too more, much more than her. She might start being jealous, bro, and do some, some shady stuff, bro. You know, and do some shady stuff, bro. She might start doing that. Like having multiple girlfriends can cause jealousy, especially when we know how women are, bro. We know how women are. Like I'm just keeping a buck. Like nothing here is like is um is foolproof. There's pros and cons for everything you do. Like should we as possible both start embracing polygamy? Should we? You know, remember there's so many women out there, bro. Remember, being a passport, bro, is to give men options. That it's not just about foreign chicks. It's not about American chicks. It's not about British chicks. There's women in Panama, women in Japan, Brazil. Is it right to only just be with one woman? Is it right? Think about it. Is it right? Is it right to only just be with one woman as a passport, bro? Our whole movement is to give us options, and you're only going to be with one woman, leaving your country, leaving that hellhole, leaving all these terrible American women. Just think about it, right? Just think about it. Just think about it. I'm really like, I feel like polygamy. I'm looking into it. You know, especially you if you're a man that likes multiple races of women. Why you gotta pick one? And I've told you, right? Like I feel like it makes sense as a black man to actually forget about who you really like and give a black chick. Similar culture. Your kids look like you. She gets you as a black man. But is a BW what you really want? Is your true preferences an Asian chick or white chick? Let's open up the phone lines, man. Let's open up the phone lines. Right, let me open up the phone lines, man. Let's see what y'all think. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the phone lines right now. So call in, brothers. Call in if you want to chime in. All right, call in, chime in, and let's see. Let's hear about what you think about this stream. Okay, call in. Call in. Let me see over here. Someone says here, right? Someone says here, what the flip? Let me read that. This dude says here, sounds harsh, but poverty does bring the best out of women. Can you explain that, please? What does that mean? Sorry, what does that mean, bro? Damn, what? What exactly does that mean? Poverty brings the best out of woman. Flipping heck. Someone says here, right, you have to be careful. You might marry a bunch of, and they might unalive you and share the spoils. Oh my days, flipping heck, bruv. Flipping heck, bro. Facts. It's true, bro. It's true. Like, damn, bro. That's a good point. You see, there are pros and cons of having multiple women. You know, there really is, right? But if you're a black man that likes Asian women, but you know that it makes much more sense being with a black woman, how are you gonna pick one, bro? How are you gonna pick one? Why not have both? Right? Why not have both? This is hard. This is very, very hard. This is hard. So he says here, sure, the least options of wants, the better they are in character. Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna leave the phone lines open. Y'all can call in. But while I wait for a caller, let me react to some clips, okay? So I definitely want to hear what you brothers, think about this stream so far. Are you for polygamy? Are you against it? Are you currently in a relationship? Okay. What countries, are really easy for polygamy, right? Damn, it's so hard. There's so many beautiful women out there, bro. Okay, but let's let me share my screen. Let's go. Pardon me. Okay. Keep this. All right, so this is a very interesting clip. So we got a brother here that is bigging up a spot called Vancouver, Canada as a spot for brothers. Let's check it out.
I was going to gatekeep this next place, but since y'all like the first video so much, another place that you can travel to and have a good experience as a black man, and they're going to look at you like food.
They're going to look at you like food. Oh, come on, brother. Say it, bro. Say it, bro. Say it, bro.
It's Vancouver, Canada.
Yes, sir. I got a cap for him, but he gets it. Absolutely. The woman in Vancouver, Canada will look at you like food. I've been to Vancouver. And I told you bros, right? There are only 3 places in the Western world where Asian women like black men. And it's been confirmed. And when I say Asian chicks, right, I mean East Asian. That is Vancouver, Canada. That is Seattle. And that is San Diego, California. Okay? Vancouver, Canada is a glitch in the matrix for black men. All races of women there love black men and want a black man. Let's carry on watching.
International city, women of all races, good food, healthier food.
Yep. Good food, healthy food, amazing woman. Iranian chicks too. Oh my days! I remember I was on like the bus, right? The sky bus, right? This Iranian chick kept looking at me, bro. In fact, I gotta book a trip to Vancouver again, bro. It's been 4 years or 3 years. I need to go to Vancouver again. That place is amazing and magical.
It tastes good. Decent nightlife. It's not crazy, but you could easily be out there till 6 a.m. You will be the only African American out there.
That's facts. That's facts. When I went there a couple years ago, right? Okay. Um, she, I was okay the only brother for days, bro. I probably only saw like only 5 other brothers in my whole trip. I was like, damn, ain't too much brothers there.
Now, there are black people out there. They just all from Africa. The way these women will look at you out there, it's like you're exotic.
Like you're a goddamn unicorn, bro. Let's keep it real. I mean, I remember I met one black guy at Tim Hortons, and let me know if you know what Tim Hortons is in the comment section or in the live stream chat, right? Tim Hortons, right? I remember I met one brother, right? And he was telling me how he ain't leaving Vancouver ever. I told him why. He said to me, they love us here. I said to him, what do you mean us? They love black dudes here, IP. I was like, huh? Yes. This guy showed me a picture of his girlfriend. Must have been some amazing, beautiful mixed race chick. Brother, I remember, right? When I went there, even Indian chicks were checking me out. I remember this young Indian thing, this chick, right? Was staring me down, bro. Staring me down, bro. Yeah, I gotta do Vancouver again very soon.
Like they really want you. But you have to have some discernment because some of them, it's almost like you're fetishizing over me and it's like, get out my face.
Yeah, it's true. It can be a fetish, bro. It really can. But if you're a brother that doesn't care about being fetishized, you know, then it shouldn't be a problem, right? And, you know, is fetishization a bad thing? Because, man, think about this, right? If a woman, right, likes a black man, there is something about that black man she likes. And it's probably a fetish. It could be the muscles or the dark skin or the lips or the nose. And let's keep it real. We as black men, we look different than other races of men. The nose size, the nose shape, the lip shape, the afro, the cornrow, something about her, something about black men she loves. And that's probably a fetish, right? In fact, we all get fetishized, both men and women.
Get out my face, baby. That's a little too much. But when Drake said in that song, she from Vancouver, she a BC, baby. I'm like,
she from Vancouver, she a BC, baby. Yo, don't, brother, Drake, why you gotta tell the whole world about that, bro? Keep it on a hush hush, bruv. Keep it on a hush hush, bruv. We can't let a bunch of pookies and, you know, and low IQ dudes, right, ruin Vancouver. I'ma crash out.
too loud, gang. Too loud. I don't need a bunch of people coming here. This just my little getaway spot for the summer.
Listen, bro, now the whole world knows, bro. But listen, bro, I put Vancouver on. I'm the first guy in history. I'm the first guy in the passport movement that put Vancouver on. I put Vancouver on, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I put that city on. I put that country on, bro, on this channel. I put them on, bro. Right? I know exactly what goes on down there in Vancouver. Listen, if I was in Vancouver in my college days, bro, oh man, if I was going to UBC, University of British Columbia in Vancouver, and I've been on the campus before, it's a large campus, right? If I was going there, bro, it would have been a rap. It would have been a goddamn rap, bro. It would have been a rap. It would have been a rap like flipping, you know, tortilla wraps around black beans and rice and flipping, you know, chicken and chipotle, bro. It would have been a rap, bro. They are super duper checking for black men in UBC and in flipping, you know, just around Vancouver. I remember walking around UBC campus, bro. The eyes that were on me by these Asian chicks. You know what's even funny, right? It's just how kind the Asian women are with black men in UBC or Vancouver, smiling at you, answering your questions. Hey, do you need any help? I was like, yo, coming from the UK, bro, Asian women look like black men as if we're demons, bro. As if we're goddamn devils, bro. Then you go to Vancouver and the Asian chicks are actually being kind to you. It's a trip. It's a trip. So if you're a bro, right, that doesn't want to leave the Western Hemisphere, you have no interest in going to Ukraine, Romania, Japan, whatever, go to Vancouver. There are only 3 spots, once again, in the Western world where Asian women love black men: Vancouver, Canada, San Diego, California, Seattle, Washington. If it's not those 3 spots and you want an Asian chick, or you want a Asian, you want a half white, half Asian chick, you want a Blasian, you need to leave the country. You need to go to actual Japan, flipping South Korea, whatever. Okay? But I'm asking you, bros, do not ruin Vancouver for us. Vancouver is a hidden gem. It's a glitch in the matrix, and you will absolutely love it out there, bro. You will love it out there. I'm telling you, it rains a lot, but summertime is a movie. And I went just after summertime, but it was still a movie, bro. I got mad love out there in Vancouver. Mad love. And you know what, right? I'm gonna take a trip there. I'm gonna take a trip there. Okay? Maybe this summer. I don't know. You know, I am a tech bro. I can go anywhere I want to. Maybe this summer, brothers, I might do Vancouver. Maybe. And I'll get some intel for y'all. Okay? You know, I'll get some intel for y'all, man. Incredible. Okay, so next one to react to. Okay. Any callers? Let me know. Okay, let's go over here. Okay. So I want to react to where is it? I'm gonna try and find it. Someone says wrong. Sydney, Australia is the best for Asia chicks who like black guys. Don't cap, bro. Don't cap, bro. Don't you dare cap. Nah. Where's your evidence for that? Where's your intel? Like, have you actually been there yourself, bro, and seen it, bro? Sydney, Australia? Nah, bro. I don't know about that. But you gotta tell me more about that, bro. You gotta tell me more about that, bro. You serious, man? Where's your intel on that, bruv? Where's your intel, man? Damn, I love being a passport. But listen. If I have to go to Sydney, Australia, brother, I'll do it. Right? To verify your claims, bro. If I gotta go there, bro, I'll do it. All right. So now let me now do something real quick, right? Let me share my screen. She from Vancouver, she a BC, baby. Ah, man. Okay, so I want to react to a very shocking clip here about a black streamer being called the N-word by a Japanese chick in Japan. Let's break it down.
No, you're gonna break it or something.
So there's some bar, right, in Japan, I think in Tokyo, right? And this is some streamer, okay? And then what happens next, right, will shock you. I had to blur that out right there. She called him an effing N-word.
Whoa!
Can you absolutely believe that?
Whoa! What the?
Let me play again.
No, you're gonna break it or something.
Completely unprovoked, and even if it was provoked or unprovoked, right? He did not deserve that. But let's carry on watching.
Whoa! What the?
We gotta unpack that, man. We gotta unpack that. I was fuming when I saw this. I was fuming. Okay. There is a huge anti-black movement happening all around the world. And if you can't see it, right, you'll fall. I don't know what's going on, but the anti-blackness It's getting out of control. It's getting out of control. Okay? I'm 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 actually so angry right now. I could actually break my laptop. Number one, right? I don't get these Asians. I really don't. Some of these Asians. And I know that not all Asian people are like her. I don't get them. The white worship, them showing out for white people all the time, them, demeaning their own people and black people to make white people happy. That's what she's just done there, bro. Apart from her being a racist idiot, a racist sicko, but her doing that, right? Just for her to demean a black person in front of white people. Why do Asian people do this? Why do some Asian people do this, man? Black people have never harmed Asian people. Black people have never oppressed Asian people. But some of them actually just don't rock with us, bro. Some of them don't rock with us. And that includes some Japanese people. Listen, I'll call out anyone, bro. Japanese, South Korean, Romanians, Ghanaian. I'll call out anyone, bro. That's on some funny business, bro. Some Japanese people don't rock with us as black people, bro. Guess what? It don't make no sense to me. He ain't deserved this, bro. So that's number one. Number two, like, I'll be real with you, right? Why do some black people, right, only want to be the black person in a non-black friend group? Listen, I can't do that, bro. I can't be the only black person amongst non-black people, right? Unless it's some business setting, right? Some meeting. But if it's a friendship group, I ain't gonna be the only black person. And guess what? I don't care how long I've known them. It's like whenever you're the only black person amongst non-black people, something just turns on in them to disrespect you or try and do some funny business with you, bro. And guess what? I'm sick of it. Like, never be the only black guy, right, in a non-black friend group. In fact, if you're a black man, your friend group should be black people. Notice how on this channel, right? On this channel, right? Notice how this is a black male channel. I'm not. Listen, I know how a lot of these non-black people are, bro. And there's a reason why I made this channel to cater to mostly and only black men. I know how these non-black people are, bro. I know how they move, bro. And I'm not saying all of them are like that, right? But I gotta be careful. Number three, why is this dude, right? Like, sorry, I'm crashing out, bro. If that's me, I'm crashing out, bro. If that's me. Listen, I'm gonna disrespect her back. I'm gonna say some horrible words to her back, right? To her. And those words may be, some really racial words, right? Of her own, of her own kind in her face, bro. And I don't care. At this point in time, right? You gotta fight fire with fire. You gotta fight fire with fire. And I feel like this current black generation, right, is weak. This current black generation, right, is weak. Especially a lot of you Gen Z black dudes, man. Y'all are weak, bro. You Gen Z black dudes. You're weak. You're so flipping weak, bro. Listen, I know it's like you Gen Z black dudes, right, want to be accepted so much. Listen, you want to have a non-black friend group, right? Only date non-black girls, right? Try and be a goddamn clown. I don't give a damn about all that stuff, bro. And people, you're living up to their stereotype. That's some reverse psychology, low IQ nonsense, bro. What do you mean? Oh, so listen, so just sit there and accept it? Accept disrespect? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Oh, IP, if you react in a certain way, IP, you're basically proving the stereotype, bro. So what, just be quiet? What, so just accept disrespect? Are you out your goddamn mind? Listen, I'm crashing out, bro. And I don't care if that makes black people look bad. I don't care if people look at me funny. I don't give a damn, bro. I don't care. You're not going to disrespect me and my people. I will crash out. And I don't care if that makes me look bad. I don't care if I'm putting up to any goddamn stereotypes. I'm not taking disrespect, bro. I'm not. From anyone. I'm not. I'm not. And that's why my friend group is mostly black. Do I have any non-black friends at the moment? I really don't. I'll be real with you. I don't have much non-black friends, bro. Unless they're acquaintances. Because I know how they are, bro. A lot of people are racist, bro, towards black people. A lot of people are racist towards black people, bro. I peeped that for a long time, bruv. I peeped that, bruv. I peeped it. I go through my phone. I don't speak to non-black people unless she's a chick, right? Unless it's the girl I'm interested in, bro. And guess what? I bet that chick. If that chick, right, is non-black and she said any sort of funny business against black people, bro, right? I'm blocking her, bro. I'll check her and I'll block her, bruv. I'll keep it real. Listen, it's war mode out here, bro. People don't like us. You know, people are saying these words against us, bro. So guess what, right? Armor up. Be on guard. I'm on guard 24/7, bro. It's like basically, right? I expect to be disrespected as a black man by non-black people. And when you expect it, it's easier for you to defend yourself. The worst thing, right, is to not expect it, because sometimes, right, you don't expect it and it's a shock to you and you're quiet. Because guess what? It don't mean you're weak, right? It's just that you are in shock because you did not expect it. That's why you always got to be on guard, bro. I'm always on guard around non-black people. Say some dumb ish about black people, I'ma check you. And guess what? If you gotta throw hands, I'll throw hands, bro. I'll throw hands. I will absolutely throw hands. I don't give a damn. Don't disrespect me. I ain't harmed you. I ain't done nothing to you, bro. Right? I'm reading my book. Right? I'm on my laptop. Please don't disrespect me, bruv. Don't say nothing crazy about black people. Don't say the N-word. Right? Don't say nothing crazy about the black people, bruv. I'm real with you. And that's why I'm pushing Africa heavy. That's why, bro. Because right now I feel like things are going out of control with racism. I go on Twitter, right? Twitter, I see the N-word, not only the N-word with the GA at the end, but N-word with ER, bruv. N-word with ER all over Twitter, bruv. They are allowing the disrespect of black people right now, bruv. They're allowing it. We got to be on guard. And I feel like as Western black men, we need to be investing in Africa and the Caribbean. Have some assets there. Reach out there with people, right? Because when ish hits the fan, bro, I want to be around my own people, bro. When ish hits the fan, I want to be around black people. I want to be around black people. I'm just keeping it real. Because the way people are moving nowadays, some white people, some Asian people, some Indians too, right? I'm like, what's going on, bruv? Is a R war gonna pop off or something? Is a R war gonna pop off? Flipping heck, bruv. Like, don't do this ish, man. And listen, like Japan, right? If Japan doesn't call her out, if Japanese people don't call her out, that country, right? We're gonna have to have a discussion about that country, bro. I'm gonna keep her buck. We're gonna have to have a discussion about that country. I'm gonna keep it real. I expect in the next coming days for Japanese people, potentially the Japanese government, right, to condemn this disgusting, evil-looking alien fool, right? I expect black people, I expect Japanese people, right, to call her out. People, it's scripted. Oh, it's made viral. I don't care if it's scripted or made to go viral, bro. The N word was said, and guess what? That harms black people worldwide. We're not some sort of flipping jokes where you can use us to go viral. Sorry, man. Sorry, but I had to just get out of my chest, man. Sick of the disrespect. Sick of it. Sick of it, man. All right. Madness. Okay. Let me let me bring up another clip, man. What's this over here? Let me see something real quick. Okay, I got another funny one, bro. Let me just bring this one over here. Let's go. All right, so we have a very interesting clip here of a rapper called NBA Youngboy has just told the world that he is never ever leaving South Korea for America because apparently he fell in love with Korean chicks. Let's watch it.
How about tours?
One for sure. I'll go on tour one more time throughout my whole life, and that's it.
Do you ever see yourself going back to the States? Like,
do you ever see yourself going back to the States? He's been asked that by the interviewer. Let's hear his response. He's in South Korea right now with the interviewer.
moving?
I'm going like to the United States.
Yeah, to move.
Never in life.
Never in life.
Never.
Cause it's staying here.
He ain't going back. Can you blame him? Can you blame him? I never thought I would see the day, right, where flipping rappers are now becoming passport bros. Apparently he's in South Korea. There's a lot of love shown towards him by the woman that are really checking for him, apparently. It's like, okay, if rich rappers are having problems dating in America, what hope does the average man have? What hope does the average man have in America right now if multi-millionaire, world-famous rappers are even struggling keeping down a chick? There is no hope. You know what? And I said this many years ago, right? The passport bro movement is going to expand from just normal dudes like us to actually multimillionaires, if not billionaires, going abroad, to date foreign chicks. I see it. It's going to happen slowly because, again, if you're a rich guy in America, you have options. You're going to have women from Maine. I can't believe I just said Maine, bro. From Utah, bro. Come on, IP. Montana, Montana, bro. Come on, IP. I mean, from LA, from New York, from Houston. From these major hubs, right? All going after the top 1% of dudes. Okay, but however, are these wifey women? Are these women that you actually want to be around with? No, the average American woman, right, is horrible to be around with. So if you're a rich guy, right, and you come across my content, because guess what? Listen, right, I'll be real with you, right, man to man. I know for a fact that famous people watch my content. I have actually been in touch with some famous people, and I listen. I ain't gonna say no names. No. Okay, I've been in touch with some famous people that actually watch my content. I couldn't believe it, bro. In fact, one guy that I spoke to, I used to bump his music back in the day. I couldn't believe it, bro. I used to bump his album back in the day, and his album was pretty good, bro. There was one album that I used to really like. This guy hits me up. I was like, what the flip? I know for a fact that famous people watch my content. And I wouldn't be surprised if NBA Youngboy came across my South Korea video, right? I would not be surprised if NBA Youngboy came across my South Korea video and said, hey, I'm going to go South Korea and see what's rocking. Apparently, the South Korean women love NBA Youngboy, bro, right? They love him. He's getting a lot of play in South Korea. He's rich. He's black, you know? They like his music. Why would he leave something like that to come home to Keisha, to Becky, to Maria, right? Who are gonna probably disrespect him, cheat on him with other rappers, demean him, right? Say he ain't ish. Say he ain't ish. I get it. Now, guess what, right? I don't want a whole bunch of American rappers coming to going abroad, because the problem is, right, the rap kind of image is horrible for black men. I don't like the rap image. I keep it real with you. The rap image, right? I hate that, because I'm not a rapper. I don't dress like him. I don't talk like him. Notice how he talks, bro. Like the way, let me replay that, right? The way he just like the nonchalance of his kind of
How many more
vibe,
albums you got in?
1 or 2.
like that. I ain't like that, and a lot of rappers, they do that stuff, right? That they just like, they talk like without any urgency. Like, I'm like, come on, bruv, like, speak smartly, okay? So the image of rapping isn't for personally me, okay? But if NBA Youngboy can help promote this movement to average black men, I'm all for him being a passport bro. I'm all for him being a passport bro. More rich and famous people are gonna see my content and become passport bros. It's inevitable. All right. American women are not getting better. In fact, they're getting worse. They demand more. They want more. Right. They give you headaches. So you come across my content, you see, some black British dude having a great time in these countries, playing with German chicks, right? Okay, and they're thinking, I'm a millionaire. I can go anywhere in the world I want to. I like Asian women. I'm going to South Korea. Oh man, this is incredible, bro. This is incredible. Let me get my charger real quick. Oh, what the flip, bro? Are you crazy? Bruv. Let me get my charger, man. All right, damn. Incredible. Shout out to NBA Youngboy. I'm not a fan of his music. I think I heard some music back in the day. He had some hits, right? But I'm not really into the rap music, right? If I'm honest with you nowadays, I'm not really into rap music. I'm more into more sophisticated music. But I keep it a buck, some sophisticated music. That's what I'm into. I really don't want to be listening to music where it's a bunch of dudes saying the N word 10 times, in 10 seconds, rap about degenerate nonsense, substances, running through chicks. I don't want to be listening to that from one of those three brothers, man. I feel like you keep listening to that, you start developing their mentality and their lifestyle. I don't want that. I don't want that, bro. I'm an IT bro. I'm a tech bro. So I listen to. Man, I'll keep it to myself, man. Before y'all start saying IP, man, you weirdo, bro. You ain't listening to rap, bro. You ain't with the culture, bro. You ain't black, bro. IP, you ain't black, bro. Oh man. Okay, so let me bring up number one to react to, bro. Hold on. It's good to be back doing these streams, man. I miss y'all, man. It's good to be back. Let's go. Let's go.
Almost impossible to live here.
So I want to react to a clip, right, about Japan making it harder to become a permanent resident and live in Japan recently. Japan are on some anti-immigration wave. There's some Japan first nonsense, and it's looking real hectic out there. Let's check it out.
And is making it almost impossible to live here. Government just announced that they're changing permanent residency rules. It's going to have a major impact on especially low-income workers.
The current administration in Japan, Japan recently has a female prime minister, and she's on some other ish, right? On some other ish, and she's riding off that anti-immigration wave that Trump is on right now in America. I don't know why. Immigrants are not the problem in Japan. Immigrants are well behaved in Japan. Japan is very Japanese. It's only like what 1%, even no less than 1% of the population in Japan is immigrants or foreign people. So how are they the problem? But let's carry on watching.
Because unless you really love this country, it is so hard to live here. The new rules are you have to make more than the average Japanese person. They already changed the rules for getting a citizenship. It's now 10 years instead of 5 years. And they've already changed the rules for a business manager visa, allowing people to start their own business to get their own freedom.
Okay. Damn. See, they keep changing these rules, man. They keep changing these rules.
What this means is it could take you 5 to 10 years of working here, and you have to make a lot more money than a Japanese person.
Damn right. That's not right. Knowing that Japan doesn't pay a lot in the first place. So how are you going to make a lot more money than the average Japanese person if Japan doesn't pay a lot of money in the first place? They do it now on purpose, man. They don't want too much foreigners out there in Japan.
Of course, there's people that do, and they love Japan, so they want to live here. And by all means, you can do that. But the main thing is low-income workers that are helping sustaining the entire farming industry.
Facts. Farming industry, healthcare industry. Japan has a very old population. They're bringing people from Myanmar, Vietnam, Indonesia to actually, work in convenies. To actually work jobs that Japanese people don't want to work, bro. And you're treating them like that.
Industry and most convenience stores will not want to be here. They have no future here. The money they make is less than it was before, so there's no reason for them to even send money back to their country.
Facts. What happens if all the foreigners in Japan left? Japan will crumble. Japan without immigration of foreigners will crumble. They're not having kids, right? A lot of the population, right, worship anime and cartoon chicks. If you're a dude, cartoon dudes if you're a chick, right? You go to Japan, right? You see like salary men, right? Literally playing Pokemon or watching like some cartoon or playing some games, bro. Some childish games. I'll keep it real with you, right? Like it's really deep out there. Lack of kids, lack of relationships, right? Now you want to kick out foreigners. You think that they're the problem, and the problem isn't corporations not paying more, right? Corporations not not increasing the wages of their workers, but you want to blame immigrants. You want to blame foreign people, right? Japan is just copying America. They don't want to solve the problem that's and how how weak the yen is. Oh, let's copy America. Let's blame immigration of foreigners for our problems to continue lining up our pockets. I see it. I know what's happening. Like, if they don't embrace immigration, they're finished. And you know what? Japan should be happy that foreign people love that country. Knowing the history of Japan, right? Knowing what they did in World War II, right? Before World War II, knowing their history, the fact that people still like them, right? They should be happy about that. I'll keep it real with you. Be happy that people want to come to your country, experience your culture, and date your woman too. Be happy that Foreign men want to date your woman. Be happy. Be happy that black men want to date your woman and put a baby in them, right? Be happy. Guess what? That may be the only way you get your numbers up. Be happy about that, right? Because guess what? I know a lot of black men who love Japanese chicks, bro. And listen, I'll send 1 million black men in the next 5 years to Japan. Ain't a goddamn thing y'all gonna do about that, man. I'm gonna send 1 million black men to Japan in the next 5 years, bro. I'm gonna send 1 million dudes, 1 million, right? And and they gonna get their Japanese chick all over the country, man. All over the country, man. Yeah, man. Say what, bruv? Say nothing, bruv. You man though. All you man, right? All you man that's saying, hey, IP, you crazy, IP? IP, you bugging out? All you man. All you man. Shut up, bruv. Y'all don't get it, bruv. That's why we passport bros. If you ain't on that Genghis Khan stuff, bro, like, don't be a passport bro. Because guess what? Passport bros, we're going to repopulate the world, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. But all seriousness, man, like, stop being so hard on foreigners, like, and Japan, change your rules, man, because, like, you need foreigners, man. You need us. Let me bring in, right, unusual business in the background, bro. What's up, bro? What's up, man?
What's
Brother,
up, man? How you doing? How you doing, bro? A long time follower of your channel, man. I've been following for about 3 years now. 3 years on total. So, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you, bro? You good, brother?
I'm doing excellent, sir. I'm doing very, very excellent. I just wanted to say a few things about the Japan itself, and just wanted to get off because I don't want to hold your time up too much. I know you're a busy man, but
brother, fire away, brother. I got time tonight, brother. Fire away, bro.
He got time today, okay? He said, I got time today. No, but when it comes to the Japanese, when I was Japan, I was there. Was about 2 months ago. It's a nice country. I mean, for the most part, it's beautiful. But realistically, right now, if you was a foreign dude, like their fathers are really trying to give these Japanese women away because. What is a father gonna do with a woman that's like she 25, she's 26 years old? I mean, as a father, what can you really do with that, right? Because I was over there recently, and the guy was like, give me 25. I think it was like $15,000. He was like, hey, $15,000, I go ahead and give it over to you. And I'm like, and this was our father, right? I was sitting over there for about 2 months. And I was speaking to her father, and he was really trying to get rid of her, try to get her out the house, because he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to live on my life. I'm trying to, grow and expand my, the rest of my life, or what's left of my life." And shit, hell, it's not too much he can necessarily do. What you got your grown daughter still standing in the house, so realistically, I mean, most of the parents, at least I can speak from the parent side, they're really trying to get their daughters married. Or they need their daughters married because they're not trying to take care of them for the next 30 years. And I don't know how Japanese. I don't know how it depends on the Japanese in their, let's say, their class range. Most of them Japanese parents know their children will not or cannot take care of them, depending on the class range. Because some people can't do it because their parents may live out farther out necessarily from the cities. But if and then some of them, they already know their kids is like, I'm not coming home. You got I think Aiko. I don't know what the abandoned house name. Akio. I forgot the name. But they have a lot of abandoned houses there. That it was a lot more than I actually thought it was. I thought it was like a small amount, but like literally, in about 5-10 years, if something don't change in Japan, it's gonna be Mexico. If something don't change, I mean. Now, no offense, I'm not trying to offend Japanese people if they are here, but in about 10 years, if this keeps going where it's going, that shit gonna turn into Mexico. That's just what I saw when I was there recently, though. But at the same time, I wasn't in the major cities. I wasn't in Tokyo. I was in Osaka. Then I went out to the surrounding villages or surrounding areas.
Did you get
That's
love
just
from the woman? Were they checking for you, bro?
um, I mean, I got some hits on me, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I really came there for the anime. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not into Japanese women. I'm more into the Thai, Cambodian, Indonesian kind of thing. I like my woman with a little
Mm.
tan. So
Mm.
that's me. I like my woman, with a tan and nice and a decent figure and that. So I like Thai, Cambodian, and Indonesian women. That's what get my blood pumping.
Have you been to Thai, Indonesia, or whatever, bro? Before?
Have I been there?
Yeah, those countries.
I've been to Thailand and I've been to Indonesia.
Okay. Did you get love in Indonesia, bro, from the woman?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. 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 Lots of love. Lots of love. Because you basically you're like the strange new foreigner over there, and then like you're like the only black guy. And let's say I had at this point in time I had, what is it? I had just cut my locks off or whatever, and I cut my locks off. And I had like a nice little fade. I was looking pretty nice. I got some play. I got a lot of play actually. So.
Okay, incredible. So, when were you in Indonesia? What year?
That was last year. I was in there I was in each country for about a month.
Oh, okay, perfect, bro. Wow. Okay, were you in Bali, Indonesia?
No, I was not in Bali, Indonesia. I've heard people say about it, but I've never got the chance to visit that country. But I heard good things about it. I've never got the chance to visit.
Where were you in Indonesia? Was it Jakarta?
Yeah, I was in Jakarta, right? I was in Jakarta, then it was like a small island next to, well, not a small island, it's a very big island, actually. It's a big island right next to Jakarta. I can't remember the name of it, though. I think it started with like an M or something. Basically, they said they wanted to move their capital over there like the last 2 to 3 years. That's what they were planning to do. But I can't remember the name of the actual place.
But is this enough to have a stream on, bro? Or entirely up to you?
Say it again, sir?
Is this enough to have like an interview on, bro? A stream on about your time in Indonesia, bro? Is it enough?
Sure.
Do you have enough info? Do you want to do it?
You want to do it today, or you want to do it like either today or tomorrow, or when, or right now?
Probably sometime this week, brother. Do you have IG? Do you mind hit me up on IG, bro, on Instagram?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. I can definitely do that.
But I'm gonna send you my IG, bro, in the private chat. You see it? My IG.
Got you.
And,
got you.
Just send me a message, bro, and we'll set that stream up as soon as possible. How's that sound?
That sounds good to me. I'm about to follow you right now. Give me a few seconds.
Okay, bro. Thank you very much. Just send me a message on IG, and I'll respond to you after my stream, and we'll get that stream done ASAP. Okay, thank you, bro. So now let me react to another clip here. Okay, and this clip is a clip why being a passport bro is the best thing ever. Okay, let me just show you something real quick. Look at this. Okay, now Latinas, man. Look at this woman right here on the thumbnail. I'm gonna show you, right, just why I'm a passport bro, and just why being a passport bro will give you the options to meet women like this. Let's watch the stream over here. Damn, Latina baddie. Okay, Lord. Oh my goodness. Oh my days.
You know the song? No.
Oh
my days. Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Say you know the song. You never heard this song ever in your life.
Look at that smile. Look at that body. Just look at everything.
Oh, you don't speak English. So you don't speak English. Oh yeah, I can't help them. Are you from this area? Kansas City.
No.
Where's she from? Colombia? But where do you think she's from, bro? Colombia, Peru?
She can be from anywhere from Colombia, Ecuador, or probably Peru. Right? She looks from like she's from that southern, I thought it was the eastern part of South America. Or she can be maybe at the most maybe like Guatemalan, but she looked too small to be Guatemalan because Guatemalan's a little bit more dark skinned, and they got African booty out there in Guatemala.
I'm gonna say Colombia.
You understand something?
Poquito, sí.
Pork?
Un poquito.
Hold on, bro. Just,
Poquito inglés.
oh, good afternoon. Good.
That's
Shit,
small
shit,
little English.
she a vibe. Oh, she a vibe. Damn.
Yo sé poquito inglés.
Yeah, you lost me. I ain't gonna lie.
Quiero saber.
See how natural the conversation is, bro. See how she's into it, she's happy, she's cooperative. If she was American, bro, she will call 911 if you try having this conversation with her right now, bro. She will call the cops at you right now, bro. Hey, is this man trying to talk to me? Blah blah blah. But these foreign chicks, bro, they a vibe, bro. They want to talk, man. You know, they're happy to be around a black man. They're happy to be with a black man. You see why this movement we have right now as passport bros is life saving.
Si tienes una bebida en específico.
I want to know if you have a specific drink in particular.
What kind of drink?
Jarrito.
Jarrito? Specific jarrito. Jarrito.
Damn, look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, these Latinas, man.
It's a hard choice between getting me an African or Latino or an African and an Asian. Like when I tell you that's a hard choice for me because looks category, it's a hard battle, man. It's a hard battle because the women, they got the flavor, they got the cooking skills, they have the femininity that you want, and on both ends, it's a hard choice, man. It's a really hard choice when you become a passport bro, man.
I get it. You see, brother, you see why I'm pushing polygamy, right? Because I just feel like it is a hard choice, bro. Why not be a polygamous man, and have a Latina girlfriend, African girlfriend, and an Asian girlfriend, bro? I know that might sound hard, right? But I see why polygamy is a thing. If you got the money and the status, bro, you may want to look into having multiple girlfriends. I see the vision, brother. I see the future. But would you be happy having multiple girlfriends?
I'm already ahead of you right now. I got me an African lady right now. I'm really thinking about actually putting a Latino on the team and just shutting it down and probably like 2 or 3 and just be done. I don't know if I want. I'm trying to figure out, do I want 2 African women and 1 Latina, or do I want 2 Latinas and 1 African woman? I just ain't made up my mind yet.
Hold on, bro. So you have an African woman in Africa right now, or is she in America?
I actually know about the woman I'm talking to is in Suriname right now in South America. That's where I actually go to. It's like a huge African population actually there that's been there for like, I don't know, like 200 years, and they literally speak Akan.
Oh, but you've been to Suriname before?
Yeah, I've been there. That's where I'm moving to, me personally. That's just where that's what I'm going to. Because I prefer
And
it's not that far. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, but and they like black men out there, the woman.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It's like I ain't gonna say it's like Brazil, but it's sort of like Brazil, like because you have a huge African population that's there. You have the Indonesian population that's already there. You have the native, let's say, Latino women that's there. So you can basically, yeah, that's where I go to. That's why I don't. I went to the South African women of Asian women. That's where I went to. So I got talking to this. I'm trying to get to one of these Indonesian women out there from Suriname to kind of give me a chance. But I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it.
How did you meet that Afro Latina in Suriname, brother? Is that on the apps, or did you cold approach out there, bro?
I just cold approach, man. Like out there is so applied to me. For me personally, I went out there. I'm not that big of a guy. I'm like 5'9". I'm probably like 190, whatever. I'm not the most muscular man on the planet, but I came there. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I basically talked to her. I knew how to speak a little bit of Akan anyway from going to Ghana a few times. So I kind of speak. I said, "Intese." I said a few little words, and she was like, "Oh my God, you know how to speak the language!" And before you knew it, I got a number. I was talking to her on WhatsApp, and I think the day I met her, or the second day, I think she was cooking me food at my apartment.
Damn, brother. So is she your girlfriend right now, bro? Are you a couple?
I won't consider it a couple. Like we in let's say the talking phase. Like I come down there every, let's say, once a month or twice a month, depending on how I'm doing, and we hang out.
Let's go. Let's go. Hi, brother. Hold that for. Let me just get you playing this clip, brother.
What kind? I don't think we have Polito. Oh.
Yo, that body's on point. That body That body is on point. Oh my days, man. Flipping heck, bruv. That body is on point. Jeez.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, right here. They're right there.
And that's all natural. That's all natural. Ain't no BBL, ain't no surgery, and these low IQ American chicks. That's all natural.
Like she's normal. Like she's considered in her country not that pretty.
Huh?
That's
That ain't
the funny
pretty?
part.
What?
I mean, like when you go to like I call them the big three, like what I would consider Colombia, Venezuela, and Brazil. She's I'm not gonna say ugly because she's not ugly, but she will be considered like a 6.
What? Nah, come on, man. Don't
Oh, no,
pay
no,
me.
no.
Don't pay me,
I
bruv. What you mean a 6, bruv? Nah,
She's a
nah,
6 with-
bruh.
Now,
I'm about to
where
crash
she
out, bro. I'm about to
from?
crash out, bro. I'm about to crash out, bro. I'm about to crash out right now, bruv. I'm about to crash out right now, bro. No, don't pay me about a 6, bruv. A 6.
She's a 6.
What?
I mean, I know maybe in Britain she may be an 8, and in America she's a 9. But
She a
from where
goddamn
she's
10
from-
in Britain. Bro. She a goddamn 10 in Britain, bro. Which definitely mean a 9 or 8, bro. She a goddamn 10 in Britain, bro. What the hell you mean, bro?
Have you been to Brazil lately?
I ain't been Brazil, bro. I keep it up, bro. I ain't been there.
Hey man, and Brazil got some things that'll break your Richter scale, man.
Oh man,
It will break your Richter scale of what you consider beautiful.
I'm gonna go Brazil. I'm gonna go Brazil.
Brazil changed your life, man. I promise you. Just the variety of different combinations of women that you can see. You have what is the I think Theo likes the Japanese Brazilian women. So imagine the Japanese woman with the same face, but then she has the Brazilian woman body. I don't know if you know if you actually seen what that looks like, but they have the Brazilian woman body, but she has the Japanese face in customs. When you start seeing combinations like that, or you see like the African/indigenous combinations, you start seeing some things that you didn't even know that was even possible. It's possible.
It's kind of watching.
Your favorite drink? How you say where you from in Spanish? How do you say where you from in Spanish?
You would say, ¿de dónde eres?
De donde eres?
Dominicana.
I like Dominicana. I fuck with it. I've been there like a couple times.
Oh, she's Dominican. Okay, Lord, she's Dominican. Damn.
Hey.
How do I say I got a penthouse in Dominican Republic?
Penthouse en la cima. Suena todo un nivel.
Penthouse. I got penthouse.
Okay.
How old are you? Number 1, 2, 3.
22.
22. Okay. Yeah. Amazing.
Okay.
Two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 6.
That's 22. That's 22. Okay. Flipping heck, bruv. Oh man. Do you think she rocks with dudes that are 45? Do you think that 22-year-old woman in Dominican rock with dudes that are 45, 50?
In Dominican Republic, they as long as you got paper, they chasing you. They don't care what age. I've seen dudes that's 95 get woman, 75 get woman. I have an uncle who's 60 right now. His wife is 28. So I mean, he almost 60, about to be 70. I mean, she's 28. So they don't care. As long as you can take care of them and put them in a house, that's all they really care about. You got to know you're picking from the right parish, because you just can't get it from the from the wrong area. You may be catching a 304, but I don't get it from the right area, you fine, especially in the Dominican Republic.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta come back to the store. You gotta give me Spanish lessons.
Clase.
Español.
Español. Sí.
Say that. Yeah, I ain't gonna get her name, chat. Wait, name me though.
Nombre.
Number means number.
Ana.
Oh. Letter. Bien. Sí.
Yeah, I'm gonna need me a Dominican mixed with Japanese, mixed with some Angolan, mixed with some Colombian in that cocktail, and IP will be a very happy man. And also make a peanut butter mask into what's that, bro?
What you want the Dominican Chinese. That's what I think you would like.
Huh? That exists?
Yeah, they got them out there, bro. Like after you get a chance out to hear this, type in either YouTube or TikTok, Dominican Chinese, and you start popping up, man. And the women out there in China, from China, they looking, they actually out there looking.
They're like black dudes, though, bro. They check your brothers.
If you're in the Dominican, you gotta remember half the Dominican is black. half of it, over half of it. So they pretty much hitting on everything, you know. Long as you can, like I said, with the Chinese woman that I've seen, now granted, I don't speak, my Mandarin skills is kind of weak, so I can't really say, but they seem to be choosing because I've seen a lot of ladies, they, push around some curly hair babies. So,
brother, you see what I'm talking about, right? You see why I'm pushing polygamy right now. The Dominican Chinese, are you kidding me? I'm on Google Images right now, and I'm looking at some Dominican Chinese chicks, brother, right? They're dimes.
yeah.
You see why I'm pushing polygamy right now? Because we as passport bros, right? Why should we limit ourselves to one foreign chick? Man, give me
I
10
wouldn't.
foreign chicks. God, give me $50 million, bro, so I can get 10, foreign chicks, brother, and I'll be happy, man. I just need $50 million and 10 foreign chicks, bro. I'll be a very happy man, bro. And I'm gonna have 20 kids, right? Oh, life is complete. I need that,
Hey
bro.
man, me personally, right about now, I make about 75K to maybe 80K to put, so depending on how I'm working or whatever. Hey man, you go down to the Dominican Republic with at least 50K. I think you could live I'm not gonna say an amazing life, but a very, very nice life. And you can have your half Dominican / half Chinese woman, or your half Dominican, half quote unquote a Venezuelan woman. Or I mean, because when I tell you the Dominican Republic got mixes that you think you have never seen before, you'll be quite surprised what you see there, man.
Let's go. Incredible, man. Any other callers want to call in and chime in about what we're discussing so far? This has been an awesome discussion so far. Shout out to the usual business for coming in and chiming in. Let me bring on another clip, right, so we can both react to it. Let me see your thoughts here. This one over here. Okay, would you? So, shout out to the Philippines, right? Because they're on a time where, I love how traditional they are, and I love how women really give older men a chance here. Okay, but let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out.
Would you date 50-year-old foreign man if he's very rich?
Would she date a 50-year-old foreign man if he's very, very rich? Okay, now let's hear her comments here. You ask a West woman this question, she'll say no. She starts saying some crazy things, start crashing. Now, why you asked me that question, right? But let's hear what this foreign chick says.
I'm older enough, and I guess it's fine to date.
Oh,
so you would date?
It's fine. So she would date a 50-year-old man. Let's go. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're an older man, right? Because I'll be real with you, right? Because I mentioned before, why would a woman pick a 50-year-old guy over a 25-year-old dude? Think about it, right? But when you go abroad to these countries, them dating older men, okay, is a very, very common thing. Ain't that right, Mr. Usual Business? You want to chime in, bro?
I mean, it's the norm. Like outside of America, I can't say for you because I've never actually dated in Europe, but outside of the United States, that's quite normal. Like the average woman is probably dealing with a dude that has at least 8 to 10 year gap. Like in Suriname, that's pretty much what you're going to see, right? And no one even flips out about it. Like, you sitting there along with your girl, and it's not like 12 or something. No one's going to flip out. No one cares.
Facts.
No one
Absolute cares. Facts. So let me keep playing.
Yes.
What makes it possible?
I guess it's because, money.
What if she's...
Damn, I at least kept to a buck, bro. Because think about it. Why would a 21-year-old woman be with a 50-year-old dude? That 50-year-old guy got money. Come on, just think about it, right? And, there's going to be some trade-offs here, okay? You get a young woman in her prime that could pop out healthy kids for you, and then she's with you because of money. And, it is what it is. If you didn't get her, right, while you were 24, 22, right, and you're both in college or you're both like young professionals, right, there's going to be some compromises you have to do, right? She probably is going to be with you for money and resources. It is what it is. All women like money. Just be with a woman that she likes effing you in the bedroom and likes being around you. But am I keeping it real, Mr. Usual Business? All women like money, right? But pick the
All
woman
women
that
like money.
actually
All women like attention. All women like, good dick and all that other stuff. Like the thing is, you want a woman who also likes you in that package. That's for me. I
facts,
think that's the biggest thing because a lot of guys
facts.
they understand like, yeah, cool. Everybody wants money. Who doesn't want money? Who doesn't want a beautiful woman? Who doesn't want these things? These are natural things, right? But the thing is, you want a person who likes you for basically. I had to say this kind of sounds. It's gonna sound kind of cliche, but who kind of likes you for you. They genuinely like your spirit or like your energy or they like your physical look or something, right? You just don't want a woman who just wants you because I think he got sent. He got 100K.
Facts. I
You
think
don't
the thing
want
is
that.
right. Like you have to, yeah, a woman would like it, with your money, but it's also has to like effing you as well. Because if you're gonna be with her for a long time, right, and date her, and marry her, right, there has to be physical attraction there on both
You have to
sides.
be.
Okay,
Have to
like
be.
she has to like, okay, she likes you because of money, right? But she also likes like effing you, touching you, being around you, because that's part of it being a relationship. Okay, or saying it ain't gonna last. Now, I don't really care. Listen, I'm resigned to the fact that a woman will date a man because of money. It is what it is. But is she also happy getting D down, keeping it PG in the bedroom by that same guy? Will she put out for that same guy regularly? If she does that, it's all good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let's carry on watching.
Not rich.
No, what if he's not rich? No.
Is money important?
Yes, when you're trying to build a family, financially stable is really needed.
Why young Filipino often date older foreign men?
I guess some Filipino are really into money. It doesn't really matter if they're older as long as they can provide.
She kept it a buck. She kept it a buck. She kept it real, man. Western women will actually, lie to you, try and like, oh no, it's all about personality, blah, blah, blah. She kept it real. You got money, you can look after me, we can have some children. Okay, I'm okay with that. Do you like me physically? Would you actually be happy smashing me, or getting smashed by me, right? Multiple times a week, right? And she said, oh yeah, you're like, she says to me, you're attractive enough, blah, blah, blah. You have muscles, you're lean. I'm okay with it, bro. Am
Like,
I
no,
keeping it
I'm
real
gonna
with
tell
you
you,
guys?
what a Western woman would have said would have been like, yeah, I want the money, but I also want to have my autonomy too, and I want you to pay for it. And while I'm also while you also paying for it, I'm gonna go smash Chad and Tyrone every blue moon necessary. You see what I'm saying, just to kind of have my fun out. So I mean, they honest with you too. They just bring you a worse deal. Though. That's just the issue.
Facts, absolute facts, bro. Brothers, get your passports, man. And there's a lot of older men on my channel telling me, hey, IP, become old, man. I don't know if I can do it. You can do it, but you need to focus on countries where high age gap datings are very much possible. Philippines, Thailand, Japan, African countries, South America. Forget about Europe. Listen, I'll be with you, right? I don't believe that white women are the wave. All this,
I'm sorry.
all this nobody movements, nobody this, nobody that. Trust me, you don't want a white chick. You don't want a white woman. You don't. You want to keep it flavorful. You want to culture the woman from these countries, bro. Southeast Asia, Africa, Japan, Latin America. Focus on those areas to get a good chick. Okay. You don't want a white woman. Am I right or am I wrong, Mr. Usual Business?
I'm gonna definitely tell you from the American context, you don't want a white woman. For the white women that I have seen that actually are come from foreign countries, unless she comes from like not with it, maybe East Europe. When I mean East Europe, I'm talking about what's some countries in Eastern Europe, like one of them stand countries, or what are the countries that's not that far from a stand-ish kind of European country. If it's not from there, or like Romania, or Azerbaijan or something like that, you don't want that. And I don't know if that's considered white. I don't really know.
Awesome.
But I think
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Awesome. Great breakdown. Okay, so I don't want to say your name, bro. It's someone in the background, but I'll just call you Gus. Gus in the background. You need to connect your devices, bro, to your the StreamYard. I can't bring you on, but it says a device is not connected, bro. So if you try calling in again, Gus, and hopefully that works, bro. So any other callers? Let me just read any super chats. And any support brothers, please feel free to do so. Make sure you join the Patreon too. I am Tyler Snow Bunnies. Same here, bro. Same here. I don't feel like they're the wave. Leave them to leave them to athletes. Leave them to entertainers, brothers. I don't feel like they're the wave, bro. If I keep it a buck, I don't.
I've never really considered them the wave. Like me personally, I kind of have like a regions or areas I kind of go to because at the end of the day, I want my wife to, to age beautifully, right? And you need a little bit of melanin for that. So you gonna need if you get to a Thai woman, she's going to age very, very nicely. You get you an Indonesian woman, she's going to age very, very gracefully. I would also say, Japanese women, Japanese women don't age that gracefully. This is my opinion. Now I can be wrong. Maybe I saw the wrong Japanese mothers, but they don't age that gracefully. But find your woman that's you too good, like a Latin woman necessarily from Venezuela or something like that. And my only issue is when you pick the Latin women, is everything is gonna be nice and tight and up from all the way from 20 to about 28. After 28, 29. That booty gonna start to sag a little bit. Them titties gonna sag, but I guess by that point, if you married a woman, I guess you're a little bit happy with it. But I'm just gonna be honest with you.
What's up, Gus? What do you mean that Japanese women don't age gracefully? But what have you seen and what have you heard? Break it down.
Just from I pull up basically how I was told to judge women is right. If you want to see what a woman is going to look like in her elder years, look at her mother. So always when I talk to Japanese women, right? If I find a Japanese woman who was I would say was beautiful or I thought was that attractive, I would say, okay, well, let me meet your mom, right? And then the moms were very I'm gonna say dried raisin, but they get crinkly very quickly. Especially the ones at least on the coastline. Maybe it's different for the ones in the mountains. Maybe it's a little different, but it's just for some reason they don't age as gracefully. Like depends on maybe that's on genetics though. Maybe I don't have a small sample size. I don't talk to maybe 10 people there. But for me, from what I saw, they don't age that gracefully. Like an African woman can be 60 years old and still looks like she's probably close to her 40s or something. But a Japanese woman that's in her 50s, she looks like she's in her 50s.
Okay. What's up, Mr. Gus? How you doing, brother? You good?
What's good, brothers? What's good? Peace, y'all.
Peace up, bro. Peace up.
Peace, man.
What's in your mind, bro?
I wanted to add on to your thing about the Japanese women. I've never been to Japan yet, but I do have multiple friends that've been there, including family. And when I see the 20-year-olds and stuff, yeah, they look good. But like you said, they're moms. It may be genetics. I don't know if they smoke a lot over there. I don't know, pollution. I don't know what it is, but they do age like raisins a little bit. It's rare you see a mid-40s Japanese woman that's on point.
Yeah, if you see a Japanese woman who is attractive past the age of 35, that means she's just. I'm just gonna say she's just a higher stock of Japanese woman in a sense that she is the top pick of Japanese women. She's the 8, she's the 9 kind of thing. That's just what I've seen. Now, the mom is usually a 9 or 10 that can age pretty gracefully. Then you pretty much you're working with the best genetics as you possibly can. But if you're not getting I almost say a 9 and up or 9, 10 and up, or I would say 8, 9, 10 or up on that genetic line, you're gonna see it when your kid is born or when you're at your kid's age or as you age. You're definitely going to see it. When she gets 35, you're going to see it. You're going to see it.
Yeah, I'm curious about Naomi Osaka, how she gonna age, because she got that pure African Haitian blood, but she's also Japanese as well. So I am curious about that. Yeah. But personally, me as a passport brother, I'm fairly new. I only been to Brazil twice, and I just got back last month.
And, really? Brazil? That's pretty good.
Hold on, bro. Where were you in Brazil, bro?
I was in Salvador. Now I did stop, of course, at Sao Paulo Airport, but I didn't really go out because I lost my luggage, so I didn't have time to explore Sao Paulo. But just seeing the women there alone, with my first trip last year, I was just this is insane. Just coming from the Dallas airport and going to Sao Paulo airport, I was it is night and Night and
It's
day.
night and day. It's like going to a different world. It's like being a
Yeah.
human and then going to the world of Avatar. I'm like the 7 foot blue people, almost.
No, seriously, brother. Like, if I felt like I was like questioning reality, I'm like, God, like, am I still on Earth?
The women there are that beautiful. They're that
Because
beautiful.
mind you, I'm looking at the stewardess, so that's like their cream of the crop women. And I'm always asking. I know Spanish and I'm learning Portuguese, so I'm always asking them like, "Hey, where are you from?" And it's like Peru or Colombia, and this, that, and the third. And it's just natural beauty. So I'm the one that always states, if you see a 5 and a 6 in South America, she's an 8 and 9 in the West, the United States or United Kingdom, where you want to be in the West. They are better than them. 100%, man. It's
When
wow.
you see, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be quiet for a bit. When I tell people, when you see an
Did you
actual
feel
8,
like?
9, and 10
Sorry, bro.
from Brazil,
Did you feel like? Did you what the?
What's up,
Is it
G?
me? Oh, can y'all hear me? Or
yeah, we
Yeah,
can
you
hear you.
no?
We can
still
hear
in
you.
here?
No? Oh,
Yeah, we hear you.
oh, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Did you feel like black men got love out there in Salvador, Mr.
My
Mr.
brother,
Gus?
my brother, my brother, my
Black men,
brother.
did they get love
He
out
don't
there
know
in
yet.
I
Salvador?
did. You being PG. I'm gonna keep PG for you, 2G. But when I saw YN looking brothers getting play to late 40s
Okay.
brothers just grinning ear to ear with beautiful 20-year-old Afro Brasileiras, or I forgot the term for mestizo down there, but like those mixed girls, yeah, easily. And I'm talking about
Mm.
from the maidens and the night walkers, you're getting play, especially if you know
Okay,
the
Gus.
language.
Gus,
Mhm.
could we do a stream about your time in Brazil? Would you be able to do that as well, bro? How do you
That's
feel
fine,
about
brother.
doing that, bro?
That's Yeah,
Okay.
it's all fine.
Can you send me a DM on IG, bro?
I
Literally,
got you,
I
brother.
put my IG in the private chat. You see it, bro?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Send me a DM, please, bro. Let's do that Brazil stream. Amazing.
He,
I got but I got DYB in the background. DYB, your camera's on. Can I bring you on, bro? Or camera
is that
off? It's up
cool?
to you.
I want to keep the
No,
camera
no.
right now. I'm fasting right now, and I ain't looking too on point right now. 'Cause I just joined your stream because I saw the title and I loved it, because my very last relationship in America, 2019, was with a black girl and an Asian girl.
Okay, so hold on. DYB, can I bring you on, bro? Thumbs up, camera on. Or do you want to turn your camera off? It's entirely up to you.
I want to keep my camera off.
No. DYB is a
They talking
different
about
guy
somebody
in the
else.
back.
Oh, my fault.
DYB, can I bring you on? Or okay, are you frozen, bro? Okay, I think you're frozen. Okay, so go on, fire usual business. Go on, bro.
I mean, what I was basically saying, when you said they have a huge variety of different women, like when I tell you Brazil, I call it the three great sisters. I literally mean that, because every one of those women are gorgeous in their own outright, and you have a combination of mixed women if you've never seen. Like when you say I've seen women from Brazil, because Brazil has a passport link with South Africa, so you've seen South African and like mixed women with so they have the Latina look, but a South African body necessarily, and they speak Brazilian or they speak Portuguese, right? Or I mean, like you will see so many varieties of different women. Like I've seen, what is it, German slash
Italian.
Italian mixes, and then the thing that's kind of blowing my mind the hardest, like for me, I'm starting to fall in love with the Caribbean slash Latin areas, what do we call it, right? I'm seeing, what is it, women from Indian women. So I'm seeing Southern Indian women with like half Latin or half or I'm seeing like Indian women with like half black. I'm like, you start seeing
Brother.
combinations of women you have never seen before, and it's just like, what the hell is
Brother,
that?
you have to think of this though. Brazil is a Portuguese European colonized spot, and they took Nigerian, mostly Angolan, African women, and then you have the Asians in the sense of the Japanese, because they have a century-long relationship, and when they abolished slavery, which they abolished last, and then on top of that, So you got three of the best worlds all in one place. And unlike America, we did segregation, all that stuff. Whereas Brazil, they were just like, we just want to blend so-called racism away, which of course is still there. But when the second trip last month, when I went there, I saw a Afro-Brazilian Chinese woman. I almost broke my neck, man. I almost broke my neck, man.
It ain't got nothing on the Dominican Chinese woman ain't got nothing on them, bro. I'm sorry.
I believe because I'm looking at them and Dominican and Trinidadian Chinese women. I'm just like, wow, this is kind of OD. Oh, they got a long. Well, then again, Trinidad has a long history of like multiple powers fighting in there. On top of always importing Indians and Chinese for work and stuff like that. But out of all the Caribbeans, Trinidadian had like 4 turnovers between the British, the French, Spanish, and the Dutch, if I got my history right. But regardless, brother, that mix down there, bro, is ridiculous. It makes you want to come back home and be on some monk mode. Like I'm an electrician, so I'm not. And I
think I'm doing now.
I'm an electrician that I'm in class 7 in Theo, so I'm learning to join the tech gods. But yeah, until I start be able to travel and make that 6-figure, I'm not even that greedy. Give me 80K, 90K, I make it work. I'm on some monk mode. I don't speak English to women here.
Hold on, brothers. I want to bring in 2 callers. I want to bring in Kitano Martinez and DYB. DYB, you there? Okay, let me bring in Kitano Martinez. DYB, what's up? You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Kitano, DYB, how y'all doing, brothers? You good?
I'm good, brother.
Awesome, man. Awesome. DYB, you're frozen, bro. I don't know what's happening there. It looks like you might be abroad, but I hope you're doing well, bro. Kitano, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good. I wanted to join your stream. I've been watching you for maybe about 2 years now, and any questions that you have on Dominican Republic. I've been to the Philippines, been to Cuba, and I do definitely have a lot of inside knowledge when it comes to other Latino women, like Colombian, Venezuelan women. Anything you need to know, man, I got you.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. But I would say first and foremost, brother, should we do a stream in the future, bro? Are you up for that as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, brother. So I'm gonna put my IG in the private chat right now on what's it called, StreamYard, brother. If you can send me an IG, brother, so if you can send me a DM on IG, bro, we'll get some streams done. How does that sound?
That sounds great. That works.
Do you see my IG in the private chat on StreamYard? My IG account.
I'm gonna look you up right now.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. So thank you for calling in, Mr. Martinez. But you just saw that Dominicana chick, right?
Right. Yeah, I saw her.
Where can I find a woman like that in Latin America that actually likes dark-skinned black men? And I guess what, like, this ain't no shade towards like light-skinned brothers, right? But I feel like light-skinned brothers and dark-skinned black men, we have 2 different experiences. Some women like black men, but they like light-skinned black men, the Chris Brown type. Some women like dark-skinned black men, but they like the Tyrese type black men, bold hair, dark skin. I'm a dark skin bro. I'll keep it real with y'all, right? So where can I find peanut butter, light skin, Latin American chicks, brother? Like that chick that we just saw, Dominican, that like dark skin black men, Martinez.
I'll say stay out of the tourist area.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to the tourist area. I've also been, in the inner cities where tourists aren't around. Yeah, the tourist area, the Dominican women, I'm not going to say that it's impossible, but it's just more competitive. And because of the influx of European, there's been a lot of European mixture in the tourist area. So I would say that would put anybody with darker skin on a disadvantage. But overall, if you want any specifics, I would say Santo Domingo. That would be your best spot. And in general, Dominican girls, they don't really care about skin color that much. What they do care about is that you're spending money on them.
Yeah, they care about that. They if you can put them in a nice house, that's all they really care about. Like I'm gonna be that's just the vibe I got. They for me, I'm a brown skinned, bald headed dude necessarily, right? So they basically was like, hey, you fit, you can speak a little Spanish, we can work with it. That's all they care about. If you can, as long as kids, you gotta understand the Dominican Republic. I don't want to call it third world. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. Maybe like second. I'm call it second world maybe. But like how they looking at it, it's just, hey, what is it? Haiti is right next door. That's a failed state. They're looking over at, okay, that's where we can be. I see where we at. I'm trying to go with whoever can take me in a better position. That's what they're going with. They don't have no qualms. If you white necessarily, they don't have no qualms. If you quote unquote black, as long as you can put them in a nice house, they don't care.
Okay.
Point.
Yeah,
And
but the thing is that you have to be careful is, man, I'm almost 40 years old. I'm 40 in March. I've been traveling to the DR ever since I was 23. I've been scammed. I've been ripped off. You know, I was about to marry a Dominican girl. I lost maybe $6,000-7,000, and she was with 3 other guys behind my back. So you really have to know the game in the Dominican Republic, because a lot of these girls, they're running game, and it doesn't matter. Like, my background origin is Dominican. I can speak fluent Spanish, and yeah, man, they just don't care. They just, all they see is the money and the green card. So once you know the language, then you can really distinguish somewhat who's who, unless you know the game.
That's why I said that lady had a sexy gold digging smile in that clip. But I want to ask, what city was that lady from in Dominican Republic?
Oh, I don't know where she was from. I mean, I can't tell by the video. I mean, she looked like
No,
she
I'm
was
talking about the lady that ripped you off.
She was from La Vega, and she was only, I think maybe she was about 20 years old, and she was with a foreign guy from Guatemala. It was an overweight, ugly dude. You know, he lives in the he was actually from the Bronx, and he was buying her brand new furniture, TV, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, man. I've had the worst experience. If I could go back and change the time, Dominican Republic would have been the last place that I would go to look for a wife.
In my personal opinion, when I look at the Caribbean, I'd rather go to the southern part.
If you go to the Dominican Republic, that's the kind of place where the women are good if you have somebody like you have, the grandma connection or the auntie connection who's going to already, pre-scan this individual. But if you just going out there, this is me personally, right? This is this is my personal opinion.
Yeah,
unless you can speak fluent, I mean literally fluent Dominican Spanish, not Spanish, Dominican Spanish. If you can speak fluent Dominican Spanish, then you can, if you actually living there for a period of time, then yeah, I'll say go for it. But if you're just there for I'm gonna be here, I just want to pick a random woman and take her back with me, just randomly kind of thing, no, I wouldn't do that. But
what city to y'all in Dominican Republic was like you encountered the best mannered and behaved women in Dominican Republic?
That's a big kind of thing, bro. Because I was what is it? All right, I was in what is it? What's it? What's it? La Cubana, La Cubana, something like that. I was up near Santo Domingo, and I wasn't that far from it. But that's just the one I was dealing with over there.
I'll say in the countryside, you could find well-mannered Dominican women, and I wouldn't say all, but some of the women at the university, if they speak very well, like professionally in Spanish, then that's definitely the girl that you want to go to.
Because I haven't been there yet, but I've been looking at like the northern eastern spot, like Samana, because I heard that's like where most of the Afro Dominicans are at. And I like my women like coffee, like I'm on the dark side.
You could find a lot of Afro Dominican women in Santo Domingo, and I've been to Samana. Dude, it wasn't worth it.
Gotcha. I'm glad I asked you. I am glad.
I mean, and that's the reason you become a passport, bro. You get the network of the men. You be able to pull and get information that you possibly couldn't get on your own. So that's the benefit of these spaces, man. Like the spaces like that he has here, man. So like, hey, man,
bless IP for sure.
Yeah, thank for IP for this, man, because you can get this information without you going out there, running your head into the wall like 100 times, like us older dudes. Because I've been traveling for a minute, and I had my ups, and Lord knows I've had my downs, but I had a lot more ups than I had downs.
Yes, man. This is some sort of database for you to come here, watch your streams, to help guide you abroad, man. We're all in the same boat. We want to find a good woman, settle down, children, and it takes like good wives, man. It takes like a lot of intel to make sure like you're not getting finessed. Now, once again, like so it's heard like Katano about that woman finessing you. But can I ask you, right? Obviously, we know that women like money all around the world. Okay, so how do you now distinguish between a woman that is using you for money, but also likes money, but a woman who likes money but isn't using you for money, to clean that in the Latin American world? How would you now go about it differently, bro?
So the first thing that I noticed when I first traveled to the Dominican Republic is that women were really willing to take her to the bedroom ASAP, which I was oblivious to. But after the fact, I realized that it was because they wanted to have the leverage to ask me to buy her expensive phones. So that I would say that's one of the things I would say. If you feel like she slept with you too quickly, and then a day or 2 days later she's asking you to buy her like the most expensive thing, then yeah, I would definitely say she's trying to extract resources, and she's not trying to build a serious relationship. And I went there.
Me in Brazil too.
Yeah, it happened to you in Brazil too.
Yeah,
but they doing that in Africa, bro. They doing that in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, bro. They doing that. That's all these women at that point, bro. that ain't a localized thing, bro. Boy.
But my bad to cut you up. But I do want to add this to your point too, as well, brother. Is the fact that my philosophy is this: if the phone you got working now, why you need a new iPhone to keep in contact with me? Because if you like me, for me, you will still have it, and I would naturally want to buy you a new phone. So that,
yeah, I mean, I get that women do this everywhere you go, but I think that the most important, I say, from my experience and everything that I learned in the DR, speaking to other Dominican guys, they would say like, if she's asking for expensive things, then that's a red flag. Most girls, if they're into you, they wouldn't ask you for anything except for like the basic necessities. And that would be like, paying for her salon, which is maybe 500 pesos. That's like $10-12 at most. Getting her nails done, pedicure, manicure, simple stuff like that. If she needs help,
cute to you on the phone type stuff.
Right. And if she needs help, she might ask for 1,000 pesos, 2,000 pesos. I mean, that's like $30 at best. So that, that's not a big deal. But if she's like, hey, take me here, buy me the newest iPhone, get me these clothing, the most expensive purse. Yeah, she's extracting resources. And you don't even know, because a lot of these girls, all right, so the reason why a lot of Dominican men have like 4 or 5 women in their contacts is because the women are doing the same thing. They have 4 to 5, 10 men who they're using for resources. Yeah. When I used to get on Dominican Cupid back in the day, and there was this one girl that she tried to run game on me, but at this time I was already experienced. And one of the lines that she used was, hey, I won't be able to talk to you because they're about to cut off my internet. So she was trying to create like an urgency for me to step in and be like, hey, yo, I'll send you some money, so that we can keep communicating. And that's how it all starts. Or they'll say, hey, my mother's sick, my son is sick. Huh?
I'm gonna give you my personal opinion. Like I break this
Sunset,
down
man.
into two scenarios, right?
Oh yeah.
Virgin women, non-virgin women, right? So if you're dealing with a non-virgin woman, if she really wants you, if she likes you, she's going to make it easy for you to quote unquote get her, and she's not going to ask you for much, right? And then it depends on how long the conversation, or how long y'all been going. She's trying to introduce you to her friends. She's trying to introduce you to her family. She's trying to ingratiate you into her system, or people that she already know. That's usually for women who are not virgins necessarily. But you're dealing with a virgin woman, and you pretty much, I would say almost schoolhouse rules almost apply. She's going to give you the time and effort. She's going to, to make sure she's doing the work to quote unquote see you and be around you and everything. She's going to put the effort in. I don't know if they cook pies out there in Dominican, or the Dominican Republic. But when I'm in Suriname, or I'm in other say Colombia, they make food. They literally call you over. Hey, I bought food for you. Come over here and go meet my father. Meet my father. And all of that. So at least that's one of the countries that I've been to that I like to visit the most. They try to invite you and pull you into their social circle, because they want you to be able to. They want to see if you can quote unquote gel with the people that they have already in their life. That's what I've seen from the groups of women. It just depends if she's virgin or not, and every cultural customs and things of that nature. Like Indonesia a little bit different, Thailand a little bit more. They're a little bit more wilder, but it just depends.
And don't forget the one thing too, man, which really shook me up. Wanting to pay for dinner.
What was the question?
No, I'm talking about like to know that she likes you for real. Like she wants to pay for the dinner, which happened to me twice.
She like, if your mom breaking that bread on you, that's hilarious enough. If a woman really likes you, she'll break that bread. She has no problem in doing it. That's what I
Let me read the super chat real quick. Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Alexis McCullough for the support. Appreciate you, bro. DYB, I can't bring you on. You have very bad internet. Unless you fix it, I can't bring you on. I brought you on. You're frozen. So if you can fix your internet, I get you on. Okay. What?
No, I was telling one chick.
No, sorry.
Okay.
I think DYB, I can't bring you on. Your internet sucks. Okay, so go on, bro. Carry on.
No, I was just saying how like I had to tell a black girl and an indigenous girl separate times. Like, I appreciate the gesture, but as a Southern black man, I like to do the whole paying for the dinner with the woman and whatnot, whether I'm platonic with her or sexual with her. But two separate occasions, they only time they got upset with me is the fact that I wouldn't allow them to pay. And they were just like, no, you're in my country. I want to treat you like a good guest, and this, that, and the third, which is really dope because that's a rare feeling in America. 100%. Like, it is rare, especially when a woman got bread. Like, you're always taking care of the bill and shit. But it's like, of course, I don't mind doing that, but it's like reciprocity goes a long way.
You better get used to it. You better get used to it, man. I promise you. That's how you weed out the good ones from the bad ones. Because like the women who actually like you, they're willing to break that bread. They're willing to go above and beyond to actually obtain you, because they're looking at you like you a prize, and that must be quote unquote claimed, right? So you basically have to put them through their paces, and the more willing she's willing to go through them paces, that's the woman who actually like you. You want the woman who's willing to go up and beyond. The women to tell you they want a man to go up and beyond for them. Nah, you want a woman who will go up and beyond for you, because at the end of the day, you are the one. You're gonna take care of her for a lifetime. She's not gonna take care of you for a lifetime.
No, that's right. But like, I had this mindset of like, I don't want to play games in the eyes of God, but I still going to sit back and reserve and be like, okay, if I take her to this spot, would she cut my food up or serve my plate? Would she want to pay? And surprisingly, I dealt with that. It was amazing, to the point I was feeling like I was schizophrenic. I'm like, no, I'm just in America.
Yeah, you just in America.
Sorry.
That's the thing. You just in America.
Can you do? Let me ask this, Mr. Martinez. Can you do polygamy in Latin American countries? If so, what countries is polygamy accepted, where you can be a man that has multiple girlfriends, only committed to you, and they're not seeing other dudes, they're only committed to you. What countries in Latin America is that possible, Martinez?
Ooh.
Oh man. You
Can
can
I hit this
actually,
one,
to
bro?
be honest, because the Dominican women are so money oriented, you could actually run that game with a Dominican woman. You just be like, hey, you know, I'm gonna have like I literally knew Dominican guys that were like, hey, you know, I'll take care of you. I'll cover some of your expenses, but just so you know, I am gonna have other women. And if the woman is money oriented and that's all she cares about, then she's gonna be down to it. And you just tell her if you're not loyal, and I discover that you're not loyal, then I'll cut you off. So she knows that it's high risk. Usually, women that remain loyal like that, you know, in those sort of dynamics, they know that they have a lot to lose. You could also run that game, and I would say Brazil. Yeah, definitely Brazil.
Oh,
On a
Venezuela.
transactional tip.
definitely Brazil. Definitely Brazil.
On a transactional tip, 'cause that's what I did. It's the whole like I'm very honest with the sense of like, look, you're not the only one, but I did meet you first. So I established a hierarchy and it worked. Now, of course, if you're a gentleman and you're on point, they may fall in love with you. But like homie said, like at best, unfortunately, it's transactional. Because again, I don't like to put too much emphasis on transactionalism because that's technically wrong to relate, but that's just how the crappy world is. But if you want that whole two separate boxes in peace, I think, like homie said, Dominican. I heard that too, by the way, brother, regarding Dominican Republic, and I
Yeah.
experienced that myself in Brazil. Whereas, like I said in the chat, when he first started, I started 2019 with my last relationship, Poly, but those were like nerdy girls, and they actually liked me, and it worked out until it didn't, of course.
See,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
usually
say
it's usually gonna collapse. Eventually, they're gonna find another guy that they fall in love with, or whatever the case may be, and it's not sustainable if you're looking
Well,
for
to be
like a
fair, it
long
was on me though. I think it would have worked, to be honest, because we were good friends, but I lost 3 parents in a year, and I just became like a shut in.
in the Dominican Republic.
No, in America. I was with
Oh,
a black girl and a Taiwanese girl. And
oh,
despite the fact it was going, like I said, I lost 3 parents under a year, and then I just became like a shut in. And I just didn't want to relate at all.
I can
But
understand.
I believe
Sorry, but finish your point. Go on.
No, I'm just saying, like outside of like transactionalism, because I want to ask the brothers too. Like, do you think that could work outside of transaction in the sense of like the whole what type
No.
of behavior of women they'll be like, as long as you on point and you don't bring nothing back. American women always say that shit. Like the whole like, would you want to be with a NBA player or would you like to be with a hardworking blue collar man? They always say NBA player, but it's like okay, but he has a lot of options. Of course, women have that jealousy, emotional energy, but it's like, do you have the cultural behavior well taught by your mother mannerisms to be like, okay, that's happening, but I can cook in this beautiful kitchen?
No, I'm gonna give you my opinion, bro. Because like when it comes to like Latin countries, they already know that there's competition. It's kind of like I would put it close. They operate closer to like an African way where they know there's competition is around the corner and its competition is stiff. Like if you've been to Brazil, you know what I'm saying. Like you've been to Colombia, Venezuela, they understand I'm not the only 7 woman here. I'm not the only 8 woman here. So they understand that. So the thing is, as long this is from what I've seen, right? As long as your money is fine, they don't really too much care. But understand is unless you got that kind of look, like if you got like the 6'2" kind of look, you got the money, you got the look that these women really, 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 really want, then you probably ain't gonna be able to maintain it that well, depending on what caliber of woman you got, what class woman you got. But
let me come in here real quick. So I gotta go. It's getting late over here. I have a question for Mr. Gus. Gus, you see you're dating a Taiwanese girl in America. Was she? Are you dark skinned, bro, or are you light skinned?
I am Reese's milk chocolate, so I'm in the middle.
And I met
Okay.
these girls, and I'm a gamer. So I like to play fighting games professionally. I used to do it in my 20s. And I met these girls in my gaming circle. So I feel like when you deal with like introvert type of nerdy girls, you have a higher success rate regarding polygamy. So that's how it works for me.
So you were dating both of them at the same time?
Yeah, I met them because I
And
used to flirt with all the girls in the gaming circle, and they was like, "You wouldn't date multiple girls for real?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I would." And I proved it by taking them out on dates. We went out of town together and everything, and it got
they
really
knew,
serious.
and they
They were
knew that
friends.
you, and they knew, bro. They
They
knew.
were
Oh wow.
friends. Part of
And
the same gaming circle.
did they date other men?
No, not at all.
Wow, incredible.
Because
Okay,
I'm selfish with mine.
nice, good stuff, bro. Good stuff. I like that. So I gotta go, man, brothers. Great discussion, man. Great discussion. Thank you so much for everyone's time. So maybe I'll be back tomorrow for another stream. But guys, hit me up on IG, man. You got my IG, and we'll talk soon, man. All right, yeah. Peace out. Yeah, peace out.